Good morning, everyone. This is Rebbetzin Miryam Bejarano Gutierrez with Congregation Sohar Israel. And today we're going to talk about the fast of Tzom Gedaliah. And so the title of this small class will be Tzom Gedaliah, an Inspirational Reflection for Jewish Women. First, we're going to begin with a historical background. The fast of Tzom Gedaliah is observed on the 3rd of Tishrei, the day after Rosh Hashanah. It commemorates the assassination of Gedaliah ben Ahikam, the governor appointed over the Jewish people by the Babylonians after the destruction of the First Temple. Gedaliah's death was not only a personal tragedy, but also a national one. It extinguished the last emperor of Jewish sovereignty in the land of Israel. After his assassination, the fragile hope of rebuilding Jewish life in Eretz Israel crumbled, leading to further exile and dispersion. For Jewish women, the day carries both collective and personal meaning. We are reminded that our individual choices, whether rooted in emunah, unity, or divisiveness, can either sustain or fracture the destiny of our people. The next point is the message of unity and responsibility. The assassination of Gedaliah was not carried out by foreign conquerors, but by a fellow Jew, Ishmael ben Netaniah. This sobering fact points to the destructive potential of internal discord. Jewish tradition teaches that the Second Temple was destroyed because of sinat hinam, baseless hatred. Tzom Gedaliah calls us to confront this painful truth. When we, as a nation, turn against each other, we risk losing everything. For women especially, we are often the spiritual anchors of the home. This day challenges us to cultivate Ahavat Israel, love for fellow Jews, in practical and heartfelt ways. Whether through Shalom Bayit, peace in the home, bridging divides between friends or family, or modeling kindness and respect in communal life, women can be catalysts for unity where discord might otherwise take root. The third point is the timing, right after Rosh Hashanah. So why does Tzom Gedaliah fall immediately after Rosh Hashanah? On Rosh Hashanah, we crown Hashem as king, praying for life, renewal, and brachot. Yet, the very next day, we fast to remember the frailty of those blessings when we fail to protect them. The juxtaposition is powerful. It teaches us that spiritual gains are not guaranteed. They require vigilance, care, and responsibility. For women, this resonates deeply with the ongoing work of nurturing. Just as a mother or wife knows that planting seeds of love, respect, and Torah in her home requires daily effort, so too does the Jewish people's relationship with Hashem and each other demand constant tending. Tzom Gedaliah reminds us that the joy of Rosh Hashanah must be safeguarded with humility, vigilance, and responsibility. The next point is guarding the sparks of hope. Gedaliah's leadership represented the last flame of hope for national revival. His death symbolized the extinguishing of that flame. But fasting on this day gives us the chance to rekindle those sparks within ourselves. For Jewish women, this means taking stock and really asking ourselves, what sparks of Torah and mitzvot do I carry? How do I protect them from being extinguished by negativity, cynicism, or discord? How can I pass those sparks on to my children, my community, and my friends? So every act of kindness, every word of Torah, every small moment of emunah is a spark that sustains our people. The fast invites women to recognize their role as guardians of these sparks of Kedusha, of holiness. The next point is women as builders of hope and continuity. Our sages compare the Jewish women to the Akeret Habayit, foundation of the home. Just as the home is sustained by her inner strength, so too the nation is strengthened by the inner work of its women. Tzom Gedaliah's lesson is that leadership and survival do not rest only on kings, generals, or governors, but on the spiritual backbone of the people. Even in exile, Jewish women kept traditions alive, lighting Shabbat candles, teaching children the Shema, passing down recipes and songs infused with Kedusha, holiness. Today, the same role continues. Women have the power to restore unity, to inspire emunah in times of doubt, and rebuild Jewish life with quiet and steadfast strength. The next point is a day of healing and recommitment. While the fast recalls a tragedy, it is also a day of hope. By fasting, we show that we are willing to learn from the past, to take responsibility, and to heal. We honor Gedaliah's legacy not by mourning endlessly, but by ensuring that his death inspires us to prevent such divisions in our own time. For women, this healing takes shape in the soft yet powerful ways we influence our surroundings. By choosing gentle speech over harshness, creating a table of peace rather than contention, fostering sisterhood among women in our community, praying with sincerity for the redemption of our people. Introspection to work on the well-being of our souls, bodies, and state of minds, not just on this day, but in our everyday lives. It is a job that should never end. So, in conclusion, Tzom Gedaliah teaches us that the greatest dangers often come from within, and that the greatest hope comes from nurturing unity, emunah, and resilience. For Jewish women, this day is not only a fast of mourning, it is a fast of empowerment. It reminds us that we are guardians of the sparks of Kedusha, holiness, builders of hope, and partners with Hashem in the ongoing story of redemption. By fasting with intention and reflection, we transform sorrow into commitment, weakness into strength, and destruction into the seeds of renewal. So, for Tzom Gedaliah, it's a call. The fast of Tzom Gedaliah is a call to become vigilant guardians of peace, emunah, and unity. Just as Gedaliah's death extinguished a national flame, our actions can either dim or brighten the sparks of Jewish continuity. As women, we hold a sacred power to nurture those sparks through love, Torah, kindness, and courage, and to carry our people forward toward healing and redemption. So I hope you enjoy this small class, and Shana Tova.